What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. Ray. This one might be a quick. I'm gonna do a piggyback off Coach on this one. Just the last few videos I did, the illusion of choice, especially in this modern day we live in. Most women they're pretty much showing their colors. The independent woman dudes. Why taking an independent woman seriously is foolish. What type of society we live in? We live in a society that's bent the knee to the Jezebel spirit because we have too many Potiphars and Ahabs in positions of power. And the milk's been spilled already, the die's been cast. All you can do is just move accordingly.
About gender roles. I'm pretty unwavering on my position of being traditional with a twist.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
I can take care of me, but if I'm gonna be in a partnership, then I need you to be able to protect and provide as well.
Oh, no, that's fine. I expect men to do certain things. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with someone being the sole provider for me.
My money is my money so that I can invest in building myself. Your money is to provide for the unit.
Guys, it's over. And dudes are taking these women seriously and wiping them up by the millions. Like I said, never going to run the material. I'm just setting this up. I'm going to do a quick reaction. I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. There's another one for you.
Why are women filing for divorce so much more than men now?
Women now have more resources, more education than ever. So they can go to school, they can get a job, they can earn as much as men, and this means that they are more entitled to be independent and on their own if they're not happy in their marriage. Secondly, there is no societal obligation to stay in an unhappy marriage. If they don't like their partner, sayonara.
It's over. And here's another for you.
Is age appropriate. When you are in your 20s, it's okay to play around, play the field, and play the game. But when you hit them 30s and up, it's time for you to be transparent about your sense of self, what you want in that person, and have that be the conversation you have on the first date,
These women are done, y'all. They're all following this, the couple lemmings, like a moth to a flame. You got to be a court jester to take them seriously, man. And again, it's pointless going back and forth. I see dudes all the time over here going back and forth trying to argue traditionalism and all. That by their actions, they've already bitten forth the fruit of independence. Let me let Coach go in real quick. I'm just going to add my 2 cents on it, man. Here we go.
Somebody says, what about your girl who talks about how she was independent before you all the time? An independent woman is a misnomer. There's no such thing. What an independent woman is a whore. All right, so period, point blank. An independent woman is a whore. That's what she's trying to tell you. She's either a paid whore or she's an unpaid whore. Now, you got to determine what that is and how that looks. But there's no such thing as an independent woman. And any independent woman that is with a man that is in a commitment, that man is sharing that woman.
Facts. Again, never give your 20s to a man. It's the video I did the other day. The illusion of marriage. Already creating soul ties with other men. Submitting to other men. Chasing the dragon of romance that's never going to catch it. Already binding themselves. And dudes are just taking these deals left and right, bro.
That is with the man that is in a commitment. That man is sharing that woman. Not only with the world, but with other men, because she also fucks other guys on girls' trips and shit like this. There's no such thing as a woman that is independent in the context of a relationship. We're all dependent on each other at that.
And dudes be taking this risk. Why? Because men are romantic. I can sit up there and talk crap about women. Like my girls say, 99.9% of women under the romantic indoctrination, but a lot of men are too, especially if you're doing it to the point to where you're getting down on one knee. You're being traditional doing that, while this woman, with her actions and her choices, she's not doing it. And then y'all want to sit here and argue and debate.
That particular point. And there's no such thing as an equal partnership, especially with me. A woman that suggests that she's in an equal partnership with me, she's never in an equal partnership with me. I'm the fucking man. All right, you're never in an equal partnership with me. Bitch, you're going to have to pull in a motherfucking shitload of money and bring in a whole bunch of assets to be able to equalize with me. And your pussy ain't enough. All right, your pussy certainly ain't enough, and it ain't enough for 2 or 3 times a week.
What is she offering you? A Pookie A Pookie imprinted, a Ted Bundy imprinted, a Richard Ramirez imprinted peace sleeve. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video because again, what the majority of men say, you must not get a lot of women talking like that. That's going to cost me the woman. Tell me you bent the knee without telling me you bent the knee. Most men gotta bend the knee, and even telling them what they want to hear to sleep with them is bending the knee. This is most dudes nowadays. I agree with Coach on this. This isn't going to apply. It's going to cost me the woman. And that right there, I'm going to keep repeating it. That tells you right there the energy, the interaction, the spirit of most men when they're dealing with these women, what type of energy it is. You can't be yourself. You can't set rules, principles, and standards. And we're going to do another video on what happens whenever you do that. You can't win either way. Again, this is proving my point. The only true peace is monk mode absolute. Let's keep going.
All right, trust me. Bringing a whole bunch of assets to be able to equalize with me, and your pussy ain't enough. All right, your pussy certainly ain't enough, and it ain't enough for 2 or 3 times a week. All right, trust me. All right, I be doing double days. There ain't no way you gonna give me 2 or 3 pieces of pussy and you equalize with me with what I brought to the table. Now, you normal guys are different. That's why I keep telling you, level up. But I'm a different beast. I'm a beast out here. Now, any woman that says, I don't see that you're a beast, well, you never gonna get nothing from me but some hard dick and bubble gum and maybe a couple $100 that I'm gonna paste to your forehead after I nut on it. But that's neither here nor there. All right, but I'm a different human being. I'm a different beast. I'm an animal out here. All right, most of you guys don't have the ability to do this, nor to pull these women's whole cards. All right, so I pull these women whole cards real quick. All right, hey, I don't like that. You cut off. You fired.
It's going to cost me the woman. I bet you don't get a lot of women talking like that. This ain't going to be most dudes. You're going to have to bend the knee. Like I said before, I'll say it again. You having rules, principles, and standards are going to chase off most women because most women have bought into the independent philosophy. Godspeed, Spider-Man. But dudes out here romantic. There's, again, way too much talking, man. Too much back and forth.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Too much talking, too much explaining, man. Let's keep going.
And let me just say this, gentlemen. If you're hearing these lessons, you don't owe women an explanation for anything you do, say, or feel. All right? So, however you feel, and you guys got to have a philosophy and principles and stand on it. Whatever I say goes.
I just like hearing my talk points reaffirmed, man. Rules, principles, and standards. It's not for her, that's for you. And it doesn't mean she's going to stick around either. And especially she's already out here in these streets getting all the sausages, following this philosophy, which most of them are.
Is age appropriate. When you are in your 20s, it's okay to play around, play the field, and play the game.
Taking her seriously after this, which this is what most of them are doing. The overwhelming majority of them are doing this. They're not giving their 20s to you. Never give your 20s to a man. This is the modern day mantra of most women out here, man. Again, it just bears repeating. I've talked about it before, gonna talk about it again. Where my girl at? Where my girl at? I don't got her. There she is.
I was never giving my 20s to a man because I know the sacrifice that comes if you're an ambitious woman that wants a family. And I said, 20s, you can't have that. But 30s onwards, you can. Because by then, I know myself, met me, and you either accept me as I am or you hit the door. What?
And again, this gonna cost me the woman. A lot of these women got the mentality already. Like I said again, a lot of women acting more like dudes than men are. Got the nerve to talk like this, actually been in the streets getting ran through. She can't even give you her chest and she's talking like this. But dudes be taking this deal. This shows you right there, it's gonna cost me the woman. Again, the programming is strong out here. You must not get a lot of women. It's gonna cost me the woman. This ain't gonna apply. Most dudes aren't gonna follow this philosophy. And again, 98% of people in Satan's pocket. Building a relationship, you trying to start a marriage on this, on top of this energy, doesn't work like that, man.
All right. So, however you feel, and you guys got to have a philosophy and principles and stand on it. Whatever I say goes. Now, if she feels a certain way about it, tough titty. I don't have to explain it, nor do I need to give you closure or you need to understand it. All I have to do is say dismissed, or this is the end, or keep on walking I ain't talking to you anymore. I don't.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
And again, if you're really walking on it, they can smell it. They can smell it because so many of them are used to dealing with Potiphar's and Ahab. So many of them are used to dealing with men who pedestalize women, who think they ain't shit without a woman. A woman's words matter to them. They're so used to dealing with guys like that. Whenever you standing on business, they can tell. You don't have to say anything. That's why I be laughing to hear these dudes going back and forth on podcasts and all this crap going back and forth. And these women don't be respecting them because you don't got to do all that. Way too much.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Too much talking, man. If you're about it, you don't got to say anything, bro. I just, like I said, I'm just doing a piggyback off this. I just heard him talking like this. I was like, yeah, just, again, dudes are taking raw deals out here, man. Then putting babies in them and surprised that they leaving, even though you're doing everything right. You can't marry an independent woman. You can't take them seriously after they done gave their bodies away. And again, what type of society we live in? I'm all kinds of incels and toxic masculinity and little dick and all that crap. That bothers most dudes because a woman's words matter, man.
You any closure. All I have to do is say dismissed, or this is the end, or keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. I don't owe you any closure or explanation or conversation or face-to-face. Bitch, dismissed. This is the end. It's over. Block. Whatever the fuck I want to do. All right, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's over. So if you're not operating like this, you making deals with these women, and most of y'all taking a bad deal. Okay.
You making deals with them. The illusion of choice. That's why I did this. This hurt my talking points reaffirmed. He gonna say something else. I'm gonna have to. I gotta pick apart. You're taking a raw deal. You have no choice. You have the illusion of choice. You're already hooking up with her after the street. She's making all these demands up front. Traditionalism with a twist. These women saying up front what they about, and dudes still wifing them up. They want to make MGTOW videos after it bites you in the ass, man. It's a raw deal. You have the illusion of choice after you take that deal. You want to hold on to traditionalism after you already had her bottom knocked out, creating soul ties. It doesn't work like that, man. That's why everything's ass backwards. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. This is an uphill battle because most dudes aren't going to do this. It's going to cost me the woman. Say before I say it again, that tells me all I need to know. That's how most dudes are operating, and they're just as fake as a woman. You have to be a simulation to bang a simulation. You got to be just as fake as she is. It is what it is. Because if you're real, you're going to repel most women.
These women, and most of y'all taking a bad deal. Okay. All I have to do is say, bitch, you off the team. Leave your jersey and practice gear and shoes here and leave with what you came in with, because I'm not committed to you. I don't have a financial commitment to you. I don't have a marriage to you. So you dismissed.
Dudes that wife them up, dudes that put babies in them, dudes that cohabitate with them, you're screwed. You're screwed. You are screwed, man. Be careful who you proposing to. Be careful who you knocking up. Dudes be wifing these women up, knocking them up, and just dealing with hell because you can't just cut your ties and just leave, man.
Okay? Just go ahead and move. And listen, and the reason why you do this is because never in the history of conversations with women have they said, thank you for this explanation. You provided me closure within 5 minutes. I totally get it.
Right there. Right there. That's another reason I want to do this. Right there. Going back and forth with them is pointless. Trying to be logical, trying to give them, it's pointless. They're never going to admit. This is one of the main reasons I want to do this video right here, because I like that he confirmed that. You dudes up here trying to explain yourself, trying to go back and forth. This is why I keep saying this, man.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
They're never going to admit it. So I'm going to play another clip. They're never going to admit it, even if you are right, which we already know over here, the truth. That's why most of them get quiet, because I'm speaking truth. They will never admit it. They will never give you their flowers. They're never going to say, you know what? You're right. You're right. I was wrong. You were right. You will never, ever, 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 ever hear them say that. So it's pointless going back and forth. That's why I say going back and forth is pointless. It's pointless. Both of them already had their bottles knocked out. What are y'all arguing? She already created soul ties with Ted Bundy. What are you debating? What are you trying to get them to? It's not gonna work. And some of you dudes want these women to come back hat in hand. You know what? You are right. You are correct. I was wrong. I'm ready now. I'm just gonna sit here and just not gonna happen, bro. Never in a million years.
It never happens. In the history of conversations with women, have they said, "Thank you for this explanation. You provided me closure within 5 minutes. I totally get it."
Look at Kevin Samuels. That time Kevin Samuels on YouTube, did any of those women, you might see a few here and there after the fact say he was right. But the majority of them, they never, ever called in and said he was right. They were always arguing with him.
It never happens. It never happens. They just keep circling over here, deflect, redirect it. But what about what you did? Closure means nothing. You can give her a couple pieces of goddamn information. She can accept it or reject it, but I ain't got time to explain to a bitch because I probably already explained it to you before and you tried to play the gray area and I pulled your hoe card. And now you want me to explain why I need to make exceptions or change the game for your favor now when I had the game in my motherfucking favor. So, what the fuck? It's not that hard, but y'all playing games with these motherfuckers.
Right there. Y'all playing games with them, bro. Again, you playing the same game she is. You got to be just as delusional, telling her what she wants to hear. All that ties into it, man. Dudes want to, like I said, you got to be just as fake as she is, bro. Going back and forth, arguing and debating and stuff, man. What are y'all doing? Again, it's an uphill battle. I got a platform to voice my opinion. This is my opinion, man.
Talk about independent woman in the context of a relationship. Are you crazy?
Again, this is why they sound like this. Traditionalism with a twist. They've all drunk in the Kool-Aid. Again, the couple lemmings. We all fuck the same hoes. I don't care what color you are. They're all dipping in the same spiritual well of Babylon. Your boy, I'm telling you, man, all this stuff matters, bro.
About gender roles.
I'm pretty unwavering on my position of being traditional with a twist.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
I can take care of me, but if I'm gonna be in a partnership, then I need you to be able to protect and provide as well.
Oh, no, that's fine. I expect men to do certain things. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with someone being the sole provider for.
I'm gonna do another video on that. You know, you guys got your shit together financial. Well, I gotta do another video on that one.
My money so that I can invest in
Provider for me.
my money is my money so that I can invest in building myself. Your money is to provide for the unit.
And dudes are taking that deal hook, line, and sinker, bro.
So you don't need to explain shit, especially if you're the man. Just walk the fuck off.
Somebody had a woman come in. Somebody please explain to me why this and this and this. I ain't explaining shit. It's pointless. Let me play a quick here with Deontay Wilder when he's being a simp to this broad over here.
Leave each other, y'all will break apart. You ain't gonna be able to do it like they do in the real world. But we need y'all. We need you now. Come on, you're very important.
Y'all know how
We
relationships
need
work, right?
you.
Real quick, just you hear this simp, you hear this big, again, 6'8", 6'9", boxer in shape. You see how we need you. He gonna say it about 3 or 4 times, bro. And this woman, she don't talk to him like that. She don't talk about him like that. It's on his side. And you saw what happened to him. Talking about he physically abusing me. And she's talking this kind of shit right here in front of him, and he's still dealing with her. And how'd that work out for him?
Girl,
Relationships work.
we need you now. Come on, you're very important.
Y'all know how
We
relationships work,
need
right?
you.
You hear this guy?
Relationships work.
Girl,
Relationships work.
You hear this guy,
We need you
man?
now. Come on, you're very important.
Y'all know how relationships.
Okay, but listen to the broad. Him talking about just simping right there just disgusts me. But listen to what the woman's saying. This is why I did this. This is the main reason I did this video. It's pointless going back and forth with them, y'all.
Relationships work. Relationships work when it ends. Where the compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe? You right.
Did you hear what she just said? We're going to do Dr. Umar. We're going to do it 3 more times. Listen to what the broad says. Try to ignore Deontay Wilder simping towards her. We need you. I need you. I need you. Oh my God, you dudes, bro. Again, this is why I be going in on you dudes, hyping up women, hyping up sex so much. And I can tell you a couple, 3 things not having sex, how y'all try to gaslight me. That's why I'm going to keep my foot on Babylon's neck. I'm never going to let y'all live that down, bro. I'm going to keep bringing it up, bro. Because y'all, this right here is disgusting. But just try to pay attention to what she's saying right here. Here we go.
Relationships work when it ends. Where the compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe? You right.
Girl, we need you.
Relationships work when it ends. Where the compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe? You right. Relationships work when it ends. Where the compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe? You right.
She just told y'all right there. They will never, ever, ever admit it. She said the relationship ends when you compromise and admit, you know what? You're right. She said it herself. It's over. You're never going to have this. I don't know what dudes are trying to get women to do out here, but you're never going to have this, them waving a white flag saying, you know what, we're right. And if you do have one that's doing that, she's more than likely already been in the streets and been stretched out, and she's just in survival mode. And somebody who's desperate and lonely will take that deal, and she will chew you up and spit you out, and you will be making MGTOW videos after you find Ted Bundy in your bed plowing her when you're working a little 16-hour shift coming back. I just want to do this man again. I told you, bro, way too much talking out here, man.
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
The illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. When you're not standing on business, the illusion of choice. You don't have a choice. Even if you're running game and telling her what she wants to hear, you're still playing her game. And these women aren't stupid. They know that you're lying to them. They're not dumb because, again, it's all connected to the same goddamn spiritual frequency, bro. It is what it is, man. Let's finish this up.
Walk off the job. All right? Like, boss niggas can walk off the job. Hey, look, man, I don't like this shit. You gave this person, this person quit the job and you gave me extra responsibilities. Well, we got to cover for each other. No, I don't. I walk off the job. I got the power. I don't need the paycheck. Nigga, send me my 2-week paycheck and I'm fucking gone. But most of y'all got to take the fucking deal. Or I need the paycheck next week and I need this job for another 2 years.
Especially if you bent the knee and got kids and been married and did it under that Babylonian indoctrination. You did it that way, yeah, you're more than likely ensnared, man. How you want to play it, man? If you're single, no kids, how do you want to play it, bro? I agree with Coach on this, man. Get some rules, some principles, standard. We're going to do another video. Doesn't mean she's going to stick around. More than likely, she's going to leave. She may stick around for a little bit, but more than likely, especially if you're dealing with this modern-day woman who's already submitted to a piece of shit, imprinted, bound herself in these streets, high probability she's not going to stick around long term. More than likely, most of them are going to run away from you if you're standing on business and mean that.
The power lies with who can walk away. The art of the deal. The art of the deal. If you got the power to walk away, you got the leverage. If you ain't got the power to walk away, you ain't got the motherfucking leverage or the stomach.
It's going to cost me the woman. She's my everything. I'm nothing without my wife. You complete me. We need you, girl. I need you. You're very important. I need you. I need you. We need that touch. It doesn't work when you're talking like this, man.
Have a slow, miserable death. Talking about you don't need nobody. We need each other just like water. Just like plants need water. We need.
Just like plants need water. This dude worships the woman. This dude worships the woman than he does the Most High. Dudes be worshiping the woman more than they worship the Most High. And I truly believe that's why a lot of guys be going through this. Thinking you ain't shit without a woman. She completes me. You're my all. You're my everything. You're my first, my last, my everything. Worshiping. That's worship. Deified. Why y'all be wondering why they be calling themselves goddesses and stuff, bro?
We need that affection, that physical touch, that affirmation from each other. We need that confirmation, that feeling of you love me and I love you, and I ain't loving you. You don't have the same equal amount of love. We need that energy, being on the same frequency with each other.
Being on the same frequency with each other. How you gonna be on a frequency with a woman who's already submitted to a dude and he done knocked the bottom out and she's already bound to another man? That's impossible, bro.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's what happens when you get involved with an independent woman. You lose, man. The illusion of choice.
Come on, man. I'm giving y'all life lessons here. I'm giving you life lessons. Walk off the job. This is no longer suiting me. And she gonna come up, well, this ain't fair. And you did this and you did that. I don't give a fuck what you think. Situation is over. You're dismissed. Like I'm supposed to explain it to you so you can understand. Bye. You cut. Here's your pink slip, walking papers. I'm out of here. I'm off to the next motherfucker. All right, I'm off to the next series of events. I'm off to this other life. Anyway,
that's pretty much a coach on that one. Again, guys. Again,
Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
too much talking, too much explaining yourselves, man. The irony, getting involved with the freaking independent woman, taking them seriously after the fact. It is fool's gold, man. That's pretty much it. Just want to do a quick one on that, man. It's a quick reaction. Get some rules, principles, and standards. That's for you, not for her. That doesn't guarantee she's gonna stick around. But that's not going to apply for the Deontay Wilders. I'm lustful. I'm lonely. I'm nothing without a woman. I ain't a man without a woman. I need you. I need that. We need that affection. And again, going back and forth, trying to be logical, trying to explain it. They will never, ever, 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 ever tell you you're right and she was wrong. It doesn't work like that. They're too hard coded. They're too far gone, man. It is what it is. But that's pretty much it, man. The milk's been spilled. The die's been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. Survey says one more for the good guys. I'm out, good peoples. Latest.